we could hear the shells go over us. They'd go shoo, shoo, shoo. You could hear the shell turning.
Hinckley faced the bombings and bullets in Korea starting in 1952.
You're afraid of that's all you do when in a war zone is protect your life and your buddy's life. Everybody, and that's the name of the game.
In 1953, shortly before the armistice was signed, Hinckley returned home to Nebraska.
I truly cannot remember, other than maybe a very few of my friends and my family, that really recognized that I'd been gone. And no one, I can just tell you, absolutely no one said, "Lloyd, thank you for your service."
The process of how soldiers returned home from the battlefront changed with the Korean War. In 1951, the military started a point system that allowed individual soldiers to rotate out of service once they had accumulated enough points for their service.
As an individual, your replacement comes in as an individual or by a group, but not by units. So one reason why we do not have a massive system of parades for Korean War veterans is when they came home by singles, 2s, 3s, 4s, never by entire units.
So when soldiers came home from Korea, it often seemed like no one noticed, and many times, few did.
Same as when I left. There was nobody here, no fanfare. Family and church, yeah, that's it. You know, nobody, no nothing.
Charlie Ackerman was shot in the chest and arm in Korea and sent home. He said he felt that was God's doing, because less than a week later, most of his entire company was wiped out. But when he got home, it was as if he'd never left.
You just came home and, well, you left and nobody knew it, and you came home and nobody knew it.
Same story for Everett Strow, who was shot in the leg and awarded the Purple Heart Medal. He returned home alone.
There wasn't much to do, except for your own family. We're glad to see you, of course, or relatives, you know. But other than that, most people probably didn't even know you came home until later on, you know, because you came home by yourself, not in a group.
I don't really care if anybody says thanks for your service, Lloyd, but man, it's sure nice when they say it.